You don't want to do this." Detective Kit Kenyon stared past the barrel of the gun and fixed her eyes on the man before her. The 44-year-old blinked against the sweat dripping into his hazy green eyes. A thick tongue swept out against dry lips, and his gaze darted from her to the door to his wife, who sat on the floor under the window weeping softly. Melanie, his 12-year-old daughter, winced at the harsh hand ensnaring her long brown ponytail and never took her terrified gaze from Kit. "Virgil," Kit pushed gently. "Right now you haven't hurt anyone. In fact, you've cooperated nicely, except for the part where she'd asked him to end this peacefully. But they were getting there. I've got a clean shot," the voice whispered in her earpiece. She tapped her fingers once against her leg, a signal that said, "Not yet." She didn't want anyone dying today if they didn't have to. Virgil Mann's eyes were clear, no drugs in his system, and he was listening to her. She'd been talking to him for over 3 hours, and it had to be at least 100+ degrees in the cramped single-wide trailer. Breakfast was 6 hours ago, and her stomach growled. Kit ignored it and the humid heat, and focused on Virgil. She'd maneuvered the man into such a position where the sniper could see the two of them. Definite progress. Much talk, along with a lot of give and take, had resulted in the release of the 2 youngest children, 2-year-old Jesse and 4-year-old Nathan. Now she just had to get him to let Melanie and his wife Anne walk out of the musty-smelling, breath-stealing metal box.
"She told me she was leaving me."
The words came out on a sob. 2 fat tears trickled down his grizzled cheeks, and Kit felt an unwanted pang of compassion. He looked like a mad 4-year-old who didn't get his way. The gun in his hand squelched the sympathy. Shock blanched Melanie's tear-stained features as she processed her father's words, and she cut her gaze to her mother. Finally, for 3 hours he'd ranted, raved, listed everything he'd done for his unappreciative family, but hadn't said a word about what sparked his rage. Now they were getting to the heart of the matter. "Oh, Virgil, I'm sorry. You don't deserve that, do you?" Of course he did. Kit was glad the woman had gotten up the courage to do something. She just wished she'd left first and talked later.